I did write in the in the notes for the for the live stream for anyone who's watching it after the fact for last week's live stream to tune in about 45 minutes in
Exactly,
to
because
skip all of the mindless banter that Michael and I were doing here while we were vamping.
unless you really want some mindless banter, in which case,
Yeah,
by all means,
yeah,
click on.
yeah. Well, there are some people out there that are gluttons for punishment. So
Apparently, they
yeah,
are. That's
yeah.
the only way I can explain it.
Hey, we've got Perry joining us. Hello, Eric. Looking forward to learning something about bar. Just acquired
Oh,
Prague and Chotuzits. I want to
wow.
jump in, but need to get a feel for it first.
All right.
Well, Perry, you are. I would say you're at the right place, but you haven't seen me playing the game yet, so or maybe you
Oh,
have.
stop it. Stop it.
But yeah, Perry, if you are on Discord and you are on the Labatai Discord server,
That's
you've
where we
got,
are.
yeah, you could jump in and join us. You would want to have the Vassal module for bar. We're using Kolin version 1.2, and you can download that from the Vassal Engine website. And then you could actually join us and see what's happening in real time, and we'd be happy to explain stuff to you. And that is true for anybody out here who's watching it in real time if they want to kind of see how the sausage is made and get a little bit of a feel for it. That's how David got involved with our group so many years ago now. What, 2 years ago at least?
At
Is that
least, yeah.
right?
Basically crashing. He crashed Borodino. He crashed Moscow
Oh,
out.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow. All right. Very
So
nice.
we're welcome. Anybody out there who wants to crash, you're welcome to come and crash.
If
So
you're willing to crash,
yeah,
we're willing to let you.
yeah. Well, and on the Facebook page for Labatai, Mark Ruggiero had posted like a poll or a questionnaire for people who were interested in learning how to play either Premiere or Fifth Edition. And I think he had like 18 people who wanted to learn.
No kidding.
And
Wow.
so he'd ask me if, I'd said I would be happy to teach. So I'm thinking the next few Mondays, not tomorrow, but the next few Mondays, I will have an online
Oh,
little
yeah.
thing where people can join on Discord and join with the module online, and we can kind of talk through some of the stuff with the rules and kind of have a learning session where people could ask questions, because that's,
Oh,
I think,
that's a
what really
great
helped
idea.
me learning this was having you there. I mean, I was watching you and David play Chotuzits, and
Right.
then asking some questions and kind of seeing how that went. So I think I'll try to do something similar for those Labatai people out there,
Absolutely.
yeah, and see how that goes. Yeah.
Well, that's a great thing because there are those of us who have found gaming buddies, and you just have to realize that there are a lot of folks that don't have gaming buddies, and I, there are times when I don't want to learn a game from reading the rules.
All
It's
right.
just a whole lot more pleasant to just have somebody sitting across the table and, kind of
Yeah.
explaining it to you. And then all of a sudden things click that
Yep.
might not click otherwise.
Hey,
So
so Perry,
that'd be
we
a
are
great
in
mod.
the if you're at the Labatai series Discord page, scroll down to where it has the voices channels, and you will see one that's called Lobby, and you'll see David and I'm Doctor Who 42 on Discord, and just click on the lobby, and you'll then join our conversation. We'll be able to chat.
For the Monday, were you thinking of actually pulling up a game and maybe start with we do a battle? Like I could help. I join you, and we could maybe just begin playing, and people who join and ask questions, we could field them.
Yeah, I think we could try that. I was going to try to bring up. I thought I'd bring up. Hey Perry, is that you?
Right?
I see somebody's joined us.
Hello?
Hello.
Hey Perry, we can hear you.
Okay, great.
Cool.
Do I follow you visually on the YouTube page?
Yeah.
Yeah, there will be a little bit of a delay in the audio, so you just bear that in mind.
Yeah, so you
You
probably
could
want to
actually,
turn down the audio on YouTube because there's about a 6-second delay um, from what we say to when it goes out on the
To before
broadcast.
you see it, yeah.
Yeah, and
and
so
yeah,
um,
since you're in here, you'll hear it as it's in real time.
yeah, the only thing is that you'll see stuff moving six
And
seconds
not know
later.
why. Yeah.
Yeah, the die rolls. You'll hear us go, "Oh my God, I can't believe I rolled that," and then stuff will go. Hey, we've got somebody else who's joining us. Let's see, who is this? Go ahead and say how to do.
Got himself muted right at the moment.
Yeah, we've got somebody there. I can't see what the name
Iggy?
is.
Sorry,
Iggy,
my name is Iggy Crypto.
Hey, Iggy, I've seen you your comments, and so happy that you can join us here in the chat.
Yeah, I,
So,
I love watching you guys' stuff. I've played a few times the BAR games, and I own a whole bunch, and I hope to be getting back to it soon, actually.
We'll try to inspire you or at least not dissuade you.
Definitely.
well, cool. Well, I'm glad that you could, you guys can join us, and I'm going to try to see. I mean, I'm not an expert in this game system by any stretch of the imagination, but I'd like to at some point in time do maybe a few videos on it to kind of help people ease into it. But I'm really enjoying it. It's really a lot of fun, and in spite of the people I have to play opposite.
Now. I can go anywhere in the world and be treated like dirt. I don't have to take it from you.
Oh, you know, I'm pulling your leg, Michael.
Of course,
Yeah,
that's how
yeah.
we play.
So, well, cool. Well, guys,
Okay.
thanks for joining us. And yeah, if you guys have, if you, obviously there's a bit of a delay if you're watching things happen on YouTube. It's about a 6-second delay. But if you want and you have if you have a Vassal, you can then download the module for Battles of the Age of Reason: Kolin. We're using version 1.2. And then if you have that, then you can go and look for a game online. And we are the only game that's happening. It's called Smashing Sunday. And then you can pop in and then you can actually see what we're doing in real time on your computer as we're chatting. And you can ask questions as we go. But
Yeah.
other than that,
yeah,
if you
well,
have...
we do ask that you don't move any of the
Yeah.
counters
Yeah.
around. But
Yeah. Treat yourself as read only, please.
Yeah, no. If you want to remove hit markers from the Austrians, I give you permission to do that. But other than
Or
that,
routed markers.
oh
Those would
my
be
God,
kind of
routing markers. I wouldn't know the units were mine if they didn't have a route marker on them. What are you talking about?
Okay,
All
so here
right.
we are. It is 4:20-ish.
Yep.
We are shockingly like only a little bit on the way down the end turn track, and I think I find 4 Prussian
Yep.
commands that haven't activated, and then it looks pretty much like all the Austrians are going to get to activate because we aren't getting down the track quickly enough.
Well, that's
So,
okay.
with your indulgence, I will roll an 89 right now. This is a very Babe Ruth pointing at left field wall kind of moment here. Here we
Okay.
go. Are you ready?
All right, we're waiting for it. Oh, that's
You know
even
what?
better.
And you know what's
tie.
even better than that? It's a tie.
Yeah.
It's a tie, and it moves the end turn marker. I love this. I may have. I don't know why I didn't call that out in the first place.
There you
That
go.
was a
Well,
big
you weren't
mistake.
thinking.
I wasn't thinking.
That's not a
curses.
tie.
All
That's
right.
one of yours.
That's not a
So,
tie. It does give us an activation. David, I think you're all done with all of your guys, aren't you?
yes, I believe I am there.
All right.
Don't see anybody
That is-
waiting to.
All right. Well, So then I think then I'm gonna I'm just this is hopeless. I
What are
guess
you
I will.
complaining about?
Are you kidding me? This
Well,
looks
you
so
guys
much
are welcome
easier.
to resign now.
And just start
We
marching back to
will we will
Prague.
make turn. Yeah, we'll
Mhm.
still be feted in Vienna, and I'll probably get, some sort of dukedom or something like that
Yeah, you
for this. So,
okay.
Maria
All right.
Theresa,
Yeah, the Order of Maria Theresa.
there
I
you
have
go.
no doubt of it. All right. All right, I'm gonna do Ponvitz just because he's right there, by the way.
Okay.
Just because I gotta do somebody, so why the heck not? Um, I don't know where the heck is Bevern. Bevern.
Bevern was under. I thought he was under one of the guns or something, wasn't he? Wasn't
Or
isn't Bevern
was he
here?
under one of the Oh, how
Yeah.
weird. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8. No, okay, so he's in command. I don't need to roll, so that's fine. I've got somebody I need to pull out of disorder, so I will do that right there. And then I'll try to put them right back into disorder because I'm going to do that with both of them. That's going to be cost of 2 there, and they'll need to do an disorder check. We'll do the one on the right first. It's going to be +5 for backwards marching, and that is okay. And then we'll do the other one, and he's going to be okay too. So that's that. And I'm
I
going to
think this
leave
guy is
him.
also Ponvitz, isn't he? He's got a little PN.
Oh, so he is.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
for
yeah.
that. I will go ahead and roll to undisorder him. I think he will stay disordered, which means he can't do um, a line backup movement because disorder just doesn't allow that. And isn't that a shame? But I will put Ponvitz there so everyone will be in command next turn. And that was that. See how quickly the game can play if you're not fighting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Eric, on to you.
okay. Here we go. Let's see what I can roll. Well, that's one for you.
That is going to be one for us.
I got one quick question here.
Sure.
I have my wing leader has not moved.
Oh, okay. Yes. And you'd like to?
Can he just,
He can activate with any command formation. Doesn't have to be a command that's part of his, hierarchy.
that's what I was
So-
wondering. I was thinking it was that.
If you wanted to, you could do it right now because I'm about to activate.
Okay. Yes, I
And-
will do that.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. So let's see. I guess I'm activating Putkamer, who's over here.
Yep, yep.
And let's see. And I guess I'm adding this. Oh, no, he is Putkamer. Even though he's a grenadier, he's actually part of the command. So,
Yep.
all right. All right.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's anything I need to do otherwise. So I'm just going to 1, 2. I'm going to. Oh, well, he's a grenadier, so he can do that. Are these guys grenadiers? They're not. So that's 1, 2, 3. And that's 1, 2, 3. And I don't know. Those guys are Liebguard. I bet
Yeah, the
they
lead guard
probably.
can do it. They can
Yeah,
march.
but it doesn't matter
vehicles.
because their Fusiliers in front of them, so it doesn't
Oh.
matter. So all good. And I think
Well-
that is it for them.
What's your stacking limit? Couldn't you stack more? You could stack
I
18,
could.
couldn't you? Yeah.
I could, and I guess I've got enough guys in front of me that you can't shoot me in the side, so I got that going for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this guy would. Well, okay. All right. You know what? Because you want me to so badly, I'll do that, and that'll be 4 for him, and then he'll be there.
Yeah.
Now that's kind of interesting. This guy apparently hasn't done anything this turn. How weird. Okay. Got these guns here. What am I going to do with these guns here? It's really hard to do much with these guns.
I'm going to come over with some white paint. And-
Are you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And just change them really quick. Paint them
Okay,
white.
that's a really strange thing to do. I'll go ahead and activate them as well as part of this. I'm gonna. Ooh. Okay, they're gonna be like that. Fortunately, hiding behind somebody else so they can't get shot. And I guess I will move Bevern while I'm at it just to make sure he's close enough to everybody, although he is close enough to everybody anyway, but whatever. I'll just do that and move him so he's ready to go for next turn. So that was that. See how easy the game plays, and on to David.
It's an 11.
Is 11 our number?
We got to get above 11.
Above 11. Okay, good.
Hey, we got
All
Jeff
right.
Fry signing in here from Hex to Hex.
Hello,
Jeff, how are you?
From Hex to Hex.
That's another one for us there. Mike.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do Norman, who's way out here to the west. Clicking on him now. He's nowhere close to his Penavere wing leader, so I'll just go ahead and roll. And he is definitely in command. So then there's just the small matter of needing to figure out what I want to do with him. And I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just to save everybody the agony, I'm just gonna do all these guys together. 1, 2. None of those are sunken roads, are they, Eric?
Nope, they are not.
3, 4, 5, 6. Since you are the master of determining which is a sunken road.
I've just seen enough Rick Barber maps to know.
I know. It just makes
A
me
sunken
nuts.
road. Yeah.
It's like I just I need to go have a talk with that guy, but I'm not really in a big rush to go have a talk with him. If you know what I mean.
We could hold a séance.
We could indeed.
Get out your
All
Ouija
right.
board. So
We get our Ouija board out. All right, very good. I will roll again because it's that time.
no,
And
it's a special
inevitably-
something.
It's a 6 for the good guys.
It is a special rally phase. So pick a command and perform a free disorder recover
Well,
phase
you know
rally
what?
phase.
As long as you didn't get the special rally phase, that is all right by me.
Well, I already got
All
a
right,
few this turn, so
We got one Hulson guy two Hulson guys that need a little bit of resurrection, and then the rest of them belong to, what is it, Kata? Is that the name of the guy?
Yep.
Who's the rest of the light cavalry? So I don't know. It's definitely on you, David. I think to pick one that you like.
Yeah, I think I would do the light cavalry. I think the more chances I get to get them.
Totally agreed. Totally agreed. It looks like you got what, 1, 2, 3 stacks. Oh, and then the routed stack in the back looks. Although he's pretty
he's
shot
out
out.
of
Yeah,
range, though.
yeah. Remember, he's going to have to be within reach of the leader
Yeah.
in order to be.
The leader's right there.
And that's where he is. Okay. All right. Well, so you would do the disorder segment first. So those guys are automatically undisordered because they are stacked with Kata himself.
So we will.
And then you can roll for these guys. They're going to be at +10 because they're in an enemy zone of control.
All right. Let's see. Boom.
Nope.
Oh,
No
yeah,
that's good.
problem. No problem. And then I think the other guys are also in an enemy zone of control.
They are indeed.
But if you roll the dice well, the DRMs don't matter.
Oh,
Okay, if you roll the dice well,
well, what's the 00 do? This is a
it means
disorder
nothing
recovery?
on a disorder recovery. There is no special result, so that means
Oh, okay.
nothing except you really botched it.
Okay, what else we got here? So
I think that may be it because the other ones are Hulson's medium cavalry guys.
yep, and they're all out of range. Here.
Yeah, and the rest of them are all out of range. Although, honestly, the rest of them are so frazzled, I'm not really sure it matters what happens to. Oh no, actually, these guys way back there, those guys would be good to see again.
Yes.
They still got 6 of their 7 increments, so. All right. Well, that's fine. You know what? Free is good. I like free rally phases.
Yeah.
All right, we'll go
so
ahead
I'll
and
go
roll
ahead
again,
and
Michael.
roll again. We'll
Roll
see
a
what we get
6-0
this
this
time.
time. Oh,
Nope, I didn't move the clock either. We're about to run out of Prussian commands here. In fact, I think we're about to run out of Prussian commands because we are going to be using the last one here.
so much.
And we're going to go ahead and don't want to do that.
Schönich.
All right, everyone's already ready to go. No, he's disordered, so I'm going to undisorder him because he's under a leader. That's probably why the leader was there. We'll just go ahead and back everybody up and get to do a lot more disorder checks here. So we're going to start on the right. We're going to do disorder checks. It'll be great. You know what? In fact, just to be completely difficult, I'm going to leave
Actually,
him there. Then,
would you be able to do that without doing it a back?
oh, you know, you're quite right. Since I'm only going one hex, so they're going to go 1, 2 to the left. They're going to go 1 forward, and then 1, 2 to the right. That's 5 all day. So
Yeah.
they're good. They are all good. We'll just stick him there, and we will. Thank you for that, David. And the Prussians are done. So now somebody roll high.
Here we go. That's me. 55.
That's not high
Not
enough.
high enough.
Oh,
Eric.
well.
We've been meaning to talk to you about that.
I know. I'm a very bad man. Okay, so now I have to figure out what the heck I want to do. And
We gave you lots of time. I don't know what
know.
you're complaining about.
Well, you know, I'm making faces in the camera here. That's what I've been doing.
I need to figure out how to get this third monitor to show
Yep.
YouTube at the same time.
Okay, well, that makes it fun. Let's see. Well, we've got some things that we can try to do here. We got some different people milling about. Let's see. And we got a fair amount of time. We've got at least 1, 2, 3,
Oh, yeah.
4.
You got a ton of time.
We got a fair chance we'll be able to get most stuff moved. So I'm going to move Veed's people over here on this side.
People.
Yeah, Veed's people. So the Veed people. And I think what I'll do. So let's just check. I've got a unit that's in 2 hexes of a line. So if it
Okay.
moves forward,
Yeah.
does it pay 1 movement point, or does it pay 2 movement points, or how does that work?
Well, as long as they're both marching into a hex that's a front-facing hex, they pay whatever the cost is for the hex they're moving into.
Okay, all right. So
If
that's what I
they-
wanted to.
If for some reason they have different costs, then obviously you need to pay the higher cost.
Right. So I was going to start off moving this guy, and he's in a 2 hex line, and I was going to move him here and here, like not that unit.
Yeah.
Here
right.
and here, like this. And
does
so that costs +1 going down the slope.
right.
So
it's,
it would cost
so he's
2.
both have spent 2 at this point. Yeah. Because
Mm.
in order to maintain the line, the guys on the right are having to slow down to keep back with the guys on the left.
Right.
So 2 for each of them at this point. Yeah.
So then my next question was, I wanted to have this guy wheel here. And so I was curious,
I love that.
how does that work?
So you're wheeling to the left.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm going.
You're
so this one
pivoting
is
on the
staying
left
here,
hex.
and then
yeah, exactly right. So so in that case, it's really the same thing. It's the cost of the hex you're moving into. That is to say, the one you're wheeling on.
Okay.
That is so nice of you. Why did you do that? Wow, that's so nice. The spawn turns out to be well raised, I guess. Thank you very much. So
I presume
it
you're
is.
talking to one of your children.
I'm talking to my youngest, who
Okay.
very nicely brought me a little dessert thing that was very kind of her because I know she likes them, and yet she brought me half.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, I know. I
Just
feel
she's
like
going to be asking for the keys to the car pretty soon or something.
one wonders. If it weren't for the fact that she's literally walking around with the keys to the car hanging off of her belt, I would say that you are quite right. So basically, it's the same thing.
Okay.
It is one plus whatever the cost was for the hex getting moved into. Now, in this case, only the right hex is actually moving.
Right.
That costs one plus one.
Okay.
So now you're at four, and you're good.
Okay. Cool. All right. That went.
And by the way, if you spent any time in marching band, and
I
goodness knows
did.
I did, wheeling is a biatch.
Yeah.
It's not easy, and so it's hardly surprising that it would slow things down.
Yeah. Well, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to. I intentionally did this so I could kind of see how it worked, because I was
Yeah,
looking through here
absolutely.
trying to find. They got the diagrams for changing formation, this or whatever else. I'm just like,
Right.
okay, is there anything here for like wheeling and whatever else? And I didn't see anything
In
particularly
the primer, you mean?
not in the primer, but in
Oh,
the rules for the ones that I got that I printed out
well,
from the thing on it.
one of the places that's a little tricky is needing to know how the rules are structured,
Okay.
because you've got formations, and in the formation section, they talk a lot about formation changes.
Okay.
And then they talk about movement. And then they talk about facing.
Ah.
Well, this is a facing change. And
Okay.
it's, again, you could easily spend some time in movement, you could spend some time in formation and not realize that the place you'd find that is actually 9.4 on page 15, excuse me, of the third edition rules, multi-hex formation facing changes.
Okay.
And that's where it describes that.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. Thank you for explaining that. All right. Now I'm going to
And to
move.
think that once upon a time I wasn't that guy, but now I have become that guy.
Hey,
All right,
William
what do you got?
Arends from Kitchener, Ontario says hello. He's back
Hello, William.
in Canada, having
Ah,
spent I don't know what
he-
it seemed like a month in
Couple of
Little
weeks.
Rock. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. You find your passport finally? That's good.
yeah. All right.
Eric, it's
Yes.
9.4B.
9.4B. All right. Thank you. All right. So then this guy's going to move. So it's going to be 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
And then if I want to put him
Oh.
in hook, it's going to be
4.
4. Okay. Then I will throw a little hook on him as I'm learning how
Brilliant.
this works. And then 1, 2, 3.
Brilliant.
Okay. And I'll leave this guy here for the moment. 1, 2, 3.
Love it.
Right. Yeah. This is starting to look like something here. All right.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, and I don't know that I want
4.
to go there yet. Well,
You probably don't. You
yeah, I
have
want to
people who
leave.
need to be able to escape.
Yeah, a spot for people to get away.
Exactly.
But I can move these guys.
You can run through the trees.
Yeah.
Not my problem.
1, and then they'll turn 2, and then 3. They'll end up here, and they'll face this way. And then these guys, let's see. We want to get them. They're going to go here. That's 1, and then they're going to turn 2 and 3. And they'll stay there for the moment. All right, and I want to activate these 2 grenadiers while I'm in the neighborhood. So this one here I'll do, so he can go
Yep.
1. And do my grenadiers also move with the?
I
and they
don't
do
think
stuff?
so.
Okay.
I don't think any of your guys have the luxury of the oblique march.
So that's 2,
Yep.
3 and 4 gets
Right.
him there. All right, and then I've got a
Perfect.
Grenadier here. I'll activate him, so I have to see if I can
Right.
get him out of disorderedness. And I
Right.
do.
I think so.
Yeah, because those guys are really nice. All right. Okay, and so he's just going to hang out there for the moment. Although if I changed his formation or did anything, then he'd have to make another disorder check, right?
Because remember, the thing is, you can do one thing in that kind of terrain. You just can't do two things.
Okay.
So, for example, right now, if he just decided to march to his glory and just step forward,
Right.
no cost. If he just turned and changed facing, no cost, no problem. If he turned and then marched out, well, now he's done two things,
Right.
and then he'd have to roll a disorder check.
Okay. So if I were
It's
to put him in hook, then
that's fine.
that's
Yeah,
fine.
because he hasn't done anything, so you
Okay.
could put him in hook. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I thought I would put him in hook
Mhm.
to kind of cover, because I do not trust
Sure.
that my
Well, you don't
that
think
my
that light
cavalry will
cavalry's
be
going to hold
there.
on? Come
No,
on.
not long enough. Not long enough.
Some of them are barely dead yet.
Yeah, exactly. Almost dead. Almost dead.
Almost, but just
Not
barely.
quite. Yeah. All right, and I've got my heavy cavalry here that are part of Weed's boys. So let's move them up to, so that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5. Kind of get that guy there. And
Why is he facing that way?
I don't know, because I
1,
forgot to turn him.
2,
There we
3,
go.
4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. That looks fine where he is. Okay.
There we go. Now we got a
I have to
line.
get a little creative there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you can still get there, but you can't go through that hex with the routed guy.
What?
You go through the hex with the routed guy, you become routed.
Uh-oh.
So you
Don't
would
want
have to
that to
go
happen.
around them.
And
Yeah.
where did he start?
He started right here, just west.
Yeah.
So
So
he
could have
could just
just
turn
gone-
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's
Yeah.
he's
Well,
fine.
he's isn't he out of range
Out of range of what?
of his commander?
V?
No, because they were all adjacent, right? Because so he was 1, 2, and then he was adjacent to all of these other guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fair. He was,
Yeah.
But
All right.
but yeah, be mindful. You set foot in a disordered hex, you are disordered. You set foot in a shaken hex, you are shaken. You set foot into a routed hex, you are routed. So
Right.
don't. I mean, just as a rule, don't.
Cool. All right. So that takes care. Oh, wait, I've got more of Weed's reinforcements way out in the boondoggles.
Weed. Oh, weed.
In the weeds. So I've got one here that's disordered. Let's roll for him. 41. Well, he might do it.
Probably.
Well, don't say that. These are the Austrians. 31.
30. Oh, no, easy.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Because it's only a -5 for his.
That's right. It's
Okay.
+5 to recover.
Okay. And so I think he had wanted to go into line.
Into road?
Not into line, into road, right?
Yeah.
And so that would cost 1, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I always have to look that one up because it's asymmetric. But I'm going to look just because it's going to make me feel better if I look. Come on. Seriously? Let's just say it's 1. We can always fix it.
Okay. All right, cool. And then this guy can go 1, 2, and he gets there.
No. It's 1 + 1. That is to say, it's 1 to go from march to road. And I should remember this. Going from march to road is more expensive. It's 1 + 1 for every hex difference.
Okay.
it'd
So
be a
that's
total
where
of
he'd
2
be.
to go into road. And you know what? I don't know what the rules actually say about that. I'm actually totally cool with you extending forward.
Oh, okay. Well, I would prefer that. That would at least get
Well,
me.
I mean, it kind of stands to reason. Like, why do you have to start here and move back? I mean,
Yeah.
it's like you're spending 2 movement points. I mean, you got to move forward, move forward.
Cool. All
Again, I
right.
don't really know what the rules say, but it feels intuitive to me that
Well,
you should be
as a
able to.
marching band person,
Exactly.
yeah, there we go. Okay, so that takes care of Veed. So we can go ahead and flip the Veedmeister over.
Brilliant.
Yep.
Brilliant.
All right.
Is it
And
David's roll?
it's David's roll, yeah.
All right. What do we got?
Not
Another
good enough.
2.
That's a wing if he wants it.
Yeah, I just don't have a wingding left to do
A
something with.
lack and a lass.
Yeah. All right. Perry is asking, what game do I look for on Vassal Online? So you are going to be looking for Kolin, Kolin.
Yeah, if you
It's
use
Clash of
the
Arms.
search tool, that should do it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's called BAR
did find
colon
it.
1.2.
Did you find it, Perry?
Really?
I did, yes.
Oh.
And then
Oh,
I got
good.
into your
Hey, and
session
you've joined the game. Cool, cool. All right. I
Wonderful,
just noticed
wonderful.
there.
your note there. So,
There you go.
Yeah.
all right.
I mean, the nice part
I
about
was
being in
watching
the
you.
game is you can obviously zoom in, zoom out. You can look wherever you want, and that is kind of nice from that perspective, even if you're not necessarily following exactly what we're doing. But you can see things better than you can based upon what Eric's looking at, which is what everyone on YouTube is seeing.
Yeah. So, okay. Well, then I will go ahead and activate Mr. Starnberg over here.
Gesundheit.
Exactly. And I'm going to fire some guns while I'm at it just
Oh, don't feel the
to
need.
make some popping sounds.
Think about global warming.
We don't know what
Firing
that
off all that
is.
gunpowder. That's not going to be good.
We don't know what that is. What are you
All
talking
right,
about?
what Sternberg got? What's he doing?
Let's see. Well, I've got some guns here. I can fire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, that's my own guy. That's no good. 1,
Hey,
2,
go
3,
ahead.
4,
Do
5,
it.
6.
Do it. You can't tell at that distance if it's yours or his. Do it. Oh, sure,
Yeah.
they're facing the other way.
Yeah,
But I mean,
1,
they
2,
can
3,
get a
4,
push.
5, 6, 7. Okay, I can fire on that guy there. It looks like, yeah. So it's a range of 7.
From
with my-
whence?
So
if I
from
might ask?
here to
Okay, very
there,
good.
right?
Right,
Yep,
right,
yep.
right over Dawn's head, huh? Or
Yeah. Yes, he is Dawn.
yeah,
So,
he is Dawn. That's funny. Must be nepotism at work.
Hey, it's the Austrians. What do you can
4,
expect?
6, 7.
All
All right,
so I'm times 3, so it's going to be
uh,
6 to 10 with
so
a
1 to
plus
2,
something big.
20, probably 20.
Well, yeah, because you got
16,
16.
right?
Yeah, it's a plus 20. All right,
1
let's
to 2
see what
plus
we can
20.
roll.
Just roll bad and it don't matter.
Hey, I rolled
Ding,
bad.
ding, ding. That's even a bad Labatt roll, brother.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah.
you.
So, all right, so that's that done. Then over here, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's a good target? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we'll fire on this infantry from the howitzers. And so the howitzers at a range of 6 are also times 3, so that's going to be 6 to
Okay.
10. But there's
1 to
no
2
pluses or
straight up.
minuses. So here we go. Hey, we're slowly,
I
incrementally
like
working
your
up.
style.
Let's
Like
see if
your
I can roll a
style.
33 on the next one.
Yes,
And that'll
sir.
be
That's what
perfect.
you're aiming for.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll fire at this guy here. And that's
Probably
also going to be the
same
same
story,
thing.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
18. Oh,
Oh,
boy.
you're regressing.
Yep,
You're
yep.
regressing.
Well, on the bright side, at least these weren't my morale checks. Which
12
I
pounders?
managed to do.
Oh. If they were your 12 pounders, I would have been even happier.
Yeah. They'll be barking soon enough.
Oh, I know they will. As long as they're rolling 11 and 22, I don't care what
Yeah.
they do.
All right, so let's start moving some people around. Let's start shuffling people around. So I've got this chap here. He's going to move He's going to turn. There's 1, 2, 3, and then he's going to turn this way for 4, and then the gun, I guess, will also turn with him. Let me turn that now. And those guys did not fire, but they can fire in the future.
Actually, no, because you just activated them.
Don't they take the same facing as
No,
the infantry? Oh, they
No.
don't.
What,
Okay.
what would happen is it's incumbent on anybody who's in the hex at the end of the movement that they all have to be in alignment, which means because the infantry turned, the only way for that to make any sense is that the artillery had to turn also. And if the
Oh,
artillery
okay.
turned, they've activated.
Okay.
Now, if
All
you
right.
want to, you can go ahead and shoot, because I mean,
Yeah, I might as
you
well take a
have
pot
activated
shot.
them.
Yeah. So 1, 2,
Right.
3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's not a lot of good targets. And we'll take a pot shot over here at these guys. Range of 8, 6-pounders times 3. Let's see if we can kill some people. A 90. That's a great roll.
You're going to need a 90 because it's probably a -5 for size.
Yeah, no, there's no hit. So
What was it, 1 to 3 or 1 to 2?
it was 1 to 2. Oh, I guess it is
One-
a single hit.
I was going to say, I mean, it's an 85, right?
Well, how many has he got there? 4 increments?
3.
Oh, 3 increments. Yeah, so it is a -5, so it's an 85. So, no, I guess that's
Just
not
missed
enough.
him.
Missed him by
Just
that
missed
much.
him. That much.
The
All
little,
right.
the little cannonballs went rolling along past him.
Well,
Okay.
it probably went through one of the holes in the line, if I had to guess.
Yeah, all of the
Yeah.
guys that are feeling very, very
Dead.
depressed.
Yeah.
I'm not dead yet.
Deflated,
Yeah.
as it were. Yeah.
All right, some more people to shuffle around then. Stollenberg, I've got to see. They are the ST people. And not to be confused with the SI people.
Mm.
Okay, so the guy that's here, I'm going to take him out of. Well, first let's march somebody in. ST. Yeah, we'll march this guy in. And then this guy is going to turn 1, 2, 3, 4 brings him over there.
Okay.
And then the guy that's here in the hook, he's going to come out of hook.
Okay.
And he's just going to rotate
Right.
to face
Right.
the music. And the gun
Right.
will rotate with him.
And the only reason you can do that is because that artillery unit is marked FP. So you
Right.
can fire and prolong in the same turn.
Right.
If it was a 12-pounder, your 12-pounders actually do.
Yep.
Oh, that's unusual. I think they're giving all the benefits to the Austrian guns here.
Okay. And then I move that guy. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I think I got everybody in my command is still in my command. Okay.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, that doesn't happen often enough. All right. So that's Stollenberg done. All right. Let's see. Then I guess, is it my roll or no? I rolled the
I
55.
thought that was your
Nope, so
roll.
it's David's turn.
David's, I believe.
Nope.
A 0-5. That's 1
Alright.
for you guys.
5 for the good guys.
And that's going to be a free fire combat segment or
Ooh, free
yeah,
close
free-
combat
or
segment.
free close combat.
Well, we don't have a whole lot we could do except for you, David. Take a look and see if it's the sort of thing that you'd like to do. I mean, I can do it because I've got, units that could go up and charge and smash some of his cavalry that are kind of sitting out there. I don't really want to, but I can. And it's only electrons.
I'm not seeing anything that really says, "Oh, I want to do that," but
I don't know how Zeton would feel about your caution.
He's trying to preserve his force, so he's got something
Oh,
left.
that's all well and
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Don't you know there are a lot of electrons in the universe?
If you guys don't want it, I'll take it. We just
I
consider it a
don't think that's
5-0.
how it works, but
Oh,
you bet.
oh.
Very sorry. Terrifically sorry.
and what would you do with it? You got something you would do with it?
I mean, ME could charge, KO could charge. I don't really want to though, because I mean, I really don't. I mean, I'm trying not to be overextended. I mean, I could. KO could charge. That'd be fun. I mean, I really don't want to because the 12-pounder is just going to shred me if I spend any time out there. I'd really rather not.
Do we have any artillery that can fire or anything?
I mean, no. The trouble with the artillery, of course, is that you think about how this works. Like there'd have to
Not
be
under-
infantry stacked with it,
Yep.
which we don't have. Although, actually, I take it back because I mean, there's like that 6-pounder that's literally stacked with Manstein, and therefore that would be valid. I mean, pathetic,
Yeah, you could
but
take
valid.
a shot at my Grenzers over there, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I could. It's kind of lame, but I mean, the truth is I don't really want to do anything else, and it sounds like you don't want to either.
Yeah.
And I don't.
All
guess
they can
we-
do is a charge move from here, right?
Yep.
That's right. Yeah, you can't because it's the close combat segment that we're doing, and that's it. So that's fine. No big deal. These 6-pounders will just fire a
1,
little
2,
bit. What do we got?
3, So you're going to have 15 to 10. You'll have 1.5 to 1 with a minus
10.
15. No.
Minus 10
Yeah, I'm trying
for
to find it.
skirmishers.
Yep, minus 10.
All right. So 1.5 to 1 minus 10. Hey, I like free. I'm a big fan of free. I'm not a real big. Oh, well, of course, that is a special result.
Artillery.
Oh, 3 artillery is
A stack adjacent to the target
wildfire.
becomes the new target.
Okay. Works
Okay.
for me.
So that's just
All
another
right.
Grenzer.
It's the exact same
Yeah.
roll. So this time I'll roll a 96. It'll be a lot better.
53.
It's
minus
not a
that becomes
96.
43.
Yeah, there's
No,
no way that's
nothing.
going to hit. Yeah. Curses. All right, David. Roll a
again.
more interesting one.
Roll a 5-0.
All right,
That
well, that's
will
enough
move.
that moves the clock,
Oh,
although
it
I
does.
think that ship has sailed, honestly, but whatever. All right. It's you, Eric.
It is me, and I'm excited that it's me. All right, I'm
Mhm.
popping over here to this chap here, Andlau. He is within range of his wing commander, who's in range of Dawn. So we're
Wonderful.
all happy. I've just got one guy here that is disordered, so let me roll for him. 70, so he's going to be undisordered and happy.
What roll was that?
I rolled a 7-0
Oh,
for this guy that was disordered.
Thank you. That was just terrifying how fast you moved him.
Oh, sorry.
Why is he all the way over there?
Why is who? all the way
I
over
guess
there?
he is still. He's almost in command. He's not in command, but he's almost in command.
Well, but this is all part of his. This is all part of the same.
Oh, so it is. So
Yeah.
it is. Wow, he's got a lot of front.
Yeah, I'm going to start shrinking
be
it now
darned.
that you've conveniently moved away.
So
So,
it
yeah.
appears. So it appears.
Oh, I know. It's all part of your sneaky plan there.
Cunning plan.
plan.
Yeah.
All right, so
yeah.
he's then going to move into this hex here and stack under the 12 pounders.
Uh-huh.
So the 12 pounders feel a little bit more secure about their life.
Why do we have a minutes marker out there?
Because the 12 pounders had fired as a special free fire last turn.
Right.
So I put that there as a reminder
fire
that they'd
steam,
already done
yeah.
their stuff.
Right.
So, okay, cool. So yeah, so now what we want to do is we want to shrink the line a little bit and just have everybody kind of inch over. So, so coming out of hook
Cost you one.
one, and then consolidating costs another one. So, for example, I've got this guy here who's in hook. If
Yes,
I
I
want
see.
to have him consolidate into this hex,
Okay. So it cost you one just to be now in extended line
Okay.
facing north,
Right.
right? That's the one. And then it cost you 2, 3 to condense down into the one hex because it cost you one extra whether you're expanding or contracting.
okay, all right. So I could do that. And let me just move those markers over here. And so then he'd be there like that, and that costs 3. And then if he wants to expand or I don't know what the hell he wants to do. I'm just trying to figure out, okay, how to kind of get these guys to move a little bit this way. So I think I'll actually leave him where he is. I think I'll work on these guys on this end first.
Very good.
I've got this guy here. He's going to turn. Actually, he can just go back into column. So that's going to cost him 1 to go into March column. And there's 2, and there's 3, and going up the slope is
So that'd
a
be
half.
4 just to move to the next hex.
Yep, and he's going to go there. Okay, good. Now, everybody else can shift a little bit this way. So,
Where'd the one guy start?
he started here, I believe, right? And
he
so
was in
then he was
line?
in line, and then he changed
Right.
into March column and
Cost him 1.
cost him 1.
Are you sure it's 1? I'm seeing line
To the right?
To the right, I'm seeing for Austrians that's 2.
Is it really? I did not even catch that. I mean, you're right. That is the favored way. But maybe for the Austrians, it's not that favored. Here we are looking. Here we are
So if he's in
looking.
line facing that way, no, it only costs 1.
No, it's 1.
Yeah,
I'm
it's-
looking at. Wait a minute. I'm looking at the chart in the game.
I'm looking at the. Don't look at the one that's in the game because that's not accurate. I'm looking at the one
You
that
mean the one in the
we
vassal
downloaded
module.
from the bar resource center. That's
Yeah.
what I've been using. It just cost 1 for him to go that way.
Actually, it's the same. The one in the vassal module says the same thing.
Oh, okay.
He was facing north.
Oh,
And
okay.
so
Yeah.
he's going to turn east. That's 1.
Yeah.
All right.
And then-
if he was facing north, it's 1.
Yeah.
Right.
I thought he was facing like the ones in line behind him.
No, he's not part of that group.
I see. Yeah, no.
No, he's part of these guys over here. All right. So
good.
he's moving that way. Let's go ahead and have and if you're in a 2 hex line, can you turn and march, or you can
No.
you can only move in line?
You can only move into your front hexes.
Okay.
So you can either, compress down to 1 hex and then turn, or you can wheel
Right.
and then you could march, but you have to move into your front hexes.
Okay.
None of this fancy Napoleonic stuff, pal.
Okay. But I could turn and go into a 2 hex march column. I'm
Yeah.
looking at the thing there, and then I could
Yeah.
move. Okay. So that's what I want to do. I'm just trying to shrink the line a little bit here.
Yeah.
So if I have this guy here, let me move these guns before I do that. So I'm going to turn them. Whoops. That's 1, 2, 3, and I guess I got to move this guy first. He can go there, and then he can go into line. That's going to be 3, and then no, that's going to be 2, and then that's 3, and then he can turn there. That's 4. Okay, and then he can go there. All right, and let's get the guns back on top. All right. So come on. All right, so I've got this unit here that's in 2 hexes.
Right.
I can turn them and face this way, and it costs 1.
That's right.
And then they could go, and they're in march column. And then
They
could
would be in march column
yeah.
at that point, yes.
And then they could go 2, 3, and then if I want to consolidate them into 1 hex, then it would cost 1 or 2?
2.
1.
1. Okay.
It's 1? Or I thought it was.
Oh, no, you're right. You're right.
Okay.
I think that may not be so.
All right. So let's just say, for the sake of trying this out, so they're going to go into column like that. So there's 1 to do that, and then that's going to be 2 to move there, and 3 to move there. And then if they want to then consolidate into a single hex, then you're saying it costs 2 points.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that it's entirely likely, because that's, after all, what happens to line when you're extending. I'm just not 100% sure if that's true for column. I'm just head scratching a little bit, trying to think of where would I find that. Yeah. That's not really what I wanted. So here I am taking more than 10 seconds to find the command or the control.
Well, while you figure that out, this
Yeah,
guy's just going to move. So whether I move, 1 hex more or not doesn't really matter a whole lot.
Well, you could just roll a disorder check, and if you pass the disorder check, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. These are the Austrians. What are you talking about?
Okay, here we go. I found it. 11.5C on page 19. For extension and contraction, each new hex of a line costs the unit 1 movement point in addition to the terrain cost of the hex extended or contracted into and the hex side crossed. For each hex that a march column's head moves, the formation can increase its length by 1 hex, and there is no additional cost for this extension. The new hex is always added to the rear of a march column. Only normal movement costs are applied. A march column contracts by pulling its rearmost hex into the hex in front of it and paying only the terrain cost for entering that hex. I don't think either one of those covered it, did it?
No.
Almost did. Got close enough to make me think it did. For each hex. Okay, that was for extension. Only normal movement costs are applied. It contracts by pulling the rearmost hex into the hex in front of it and paying only the terrain cost. So, in other words, actually, contracting only costs you half because, I mean, in this case, that was half of is what the movement cost was.
Oh, okay.
So, in
All
other
right.
words, you're at 3.5. You didn't even spend 4.
Okay. All
if
right.
if you want to bring that guy into one hex.
Yeah, I'll just do that.
I don't know why that's the first time that's ever occurred. Oh, I know why. It's because it's not very common to have a march column in 2 hexes. I mean, usually it's a road column in multiple hexes.
Right.
So that's why it hadn't really occurred to me. But yeah, that's it.
Well, yeah, and road column only costs half, so shouldn't consolidating into
No, because that's an explicit thing in the movement formation chart. It says it's 1 movement point to move from road to march.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah, it's not, it's independent of terrain even. It's 1. Done.
Okay. One and done.
Well, it's independent of terrain in the sense that it's 1 if you're in clear terrain. If you're not in clear terrain, it requires all your movement points. Remember, there's a nasty thing that David still wails about from Monmouth, where if you're in non-clear terrain, and he was in woods, and they were nasty New World woods. And I was just in New Jersey this weekend, so I know about those nasty New World woods. That if you make a formation change, it requires all your movement points. You're done. That's
Wow.
it. And that's brutal.
I would think so.
Which also is kind of like why you don't really put your army in the woods. I mean, certainly that's something you would read in the histories. Stay the hell out of the woods. So I think you're good to go.
Okay.
Carry on.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just trying to move some people around, see if I can get them into some semblance of order here. Now that I
Make
know.
sure the back row fires at the front row.
Yeah, I got that down perfectly.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and those guys are going to be marked as finished because they moved. And that's it. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Yeah, okay. I think I got everybody in some sort of order. Okay, that is it for Andlau. All right, I think it's back to you.
Me?
Yep,
Is it?
because I think David
All
rolled
right.
that.
That you?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about this? How about this you right here?
Oh,
I
Command
love all
Confusion.
these 04s. Oh my gosh. Command confusion. Well, you can't confuse us.
Oh no, that's
Because-
me. We're Command Confusion.
No. That's a Prussian 4.
Okay, so that's another
Wait,
free
no, hold
fire,
on, hold
isn't it,
on.
right?
Oh no. Oh yes. I take that. That is another free combat segment. Although, boy, if we didn't want to use the last one, what are the odds that we want to use this one? We don't have any guns that can even fire at anybody, do we?
We used them
No.
up last turn. So.
Yeah, I know. That was the only one we had. You sure you're in charge, David?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't want to charge.
Oh,
because it's-
God. Zetan's like evil twin brother must have taken over the left flank. That's all I can say.
Well, I think he's worried
Um,
because I haven't activated Morox
no,
yet, and
He's
so
not wrong.
Yeah.
He's honestly not wrong. It's just that we're losing and I'm not happy about it. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
you're not losing. What are you talking about?
Yeah, we are. But
Okay.
let's
Then
see.
go ahead
All
and roll
right,
something
so
else.
yeah, I'm giving it up.
William says, "What woods were you in? North in New Jersey Hills, or south in the Pine Barrens?"
I was in Montclair, which is
Montclair.
the north of New Jersey.
Okay. Yep. So hopefully that's the answer you're looking for, William.
Yeah, the daughter is considering Montclair State University amongst
Aha.
her university choices. So we thought it would be good if we put eyeballs on what turns out to be a lovely campus,
Right.
done in a Spanish mission revival style.
How
Not really,
interesting.
not at all what you're expecting.
You'd expect that in
Uh,
Southern California.
and that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Am I in Monterey, Santa Barbara?
Yeah.
Where am I
Yeah.
here exactly? Um, so yeah, that was very strange, but lovely. Really cold. It hasn't been that cold down here in Texas in a while, so that was pretty wicked. And I think it's up on top of a hill. Maybe that's where they got the name Montclair.
Right.
So it was windy and cold, and I'm glad we're back.
Okay.
So, but there were trees everywhere and lots of trees because it's the east coast of the United States. There's
Right.
a lot of trees. And if I were really suicidal, I would just go ahead and and charge some, but I just don't feel like it. So I can't really criticize David if he's going to be reluctant. All right, there's another one for
54.
you. We
That's another
still
one
get
for
another
me.
intern marker. That's it. It's time for more whiskey. I'll be back.
Yep. All right. I will move this guy up. 1, 2, 3. And park him right there. That is part of Beck's command. Let's roll to see if Beck is in command. Oh, let's find out if he is or not. He's a 5. He's not. So no rapid marching this turn. All right, but these are our skirmishers, and they can just go anywhere they want. So 1, that's actually half. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4 gets them there. All right, making their way across the battlefield. All right, it's time for me to roll something. 60.
No. You're not allowed to roll that. Sorry.
I don't even know what that is. Oh, that's
Free
a free fire
combat segment.
for us.
That's why it's not okay.
Woo-hoo,
Although
party
fortunately,
time.
Firestein's already fired some. So
He has, but I can have the guys up here on the hill. Sternberg. All these guys are now guns.
yeah, and they're all
and
stacked with
guns.
those
They're all
guys, right?
happy. So
Well,
we
roll
will-
some more 11s and 22s, and it's no hard feelings. Okay.
Yeah. We'll try to do our best.
Thank you.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll fire there with these 6-pounders.
To-do.
And 6 at 6-pounders.
I think
That's going to be
it's
times
plus
3.
10.
Yeah, and then you've got what?
Plus 10 for
5,
size,
10.
I think.
Okay, so it's a 6 to 10, 1 to 2 plus 10, 92. That's
Hey
gonna be
now,
good
hey
for
now.
that.
Is it just one?
Well, I'm looking at the wrong chart here. 92. Yes, it's 1 hit, and it's a morale check.
Sure it is. Take that morale check.
Yeah, you just took my.
I just wasted a
You
99.
just wasted a 99. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now we'll move down to the howitzers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's see. We'll fire on that stack there.
Ready?
1,
And
2,
is that
3,
also
4,
3?
5, 6, 7. We'll fire on that stack. There's a leader. Maybe we can kill the leader. It's a very Labatai thing to do.
Yeah.
So it's times 3, so it's going to be 6. And then you've
Okay.
got 9 increments there.
Plus 20, it looks like.
Yep. Okay, so here we go. Let's see what we get. 58 becomes a 78. I don't think that's enough.
Not at 1 to
Not
2.
at 1 to 2. All right, was worth a try. All right, these chaps here, who are they going to fire on? Looks like a good target? We'll fire here on these Fusiliers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. With our 6-pounders, that's times 3, so it's going to be 6 to 10. And you've got 9 increments, so that's going to give me a plus 10. Okay, here we go. 74 becomes an 84. That's just an R result, right? So that's nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. Well, we can't hit them all. All right.
It's free beer. What are you going to do?
I can't complain. All right,
That's
and then
right.
last but not least, we got these guys, and they can fire, I guess, here on these guys. No, wait, These guys are a slightly bigger target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, and they're not straddling or in the sunken road, so no benefit for them there. So I'll still get the plus
1 to 2
10.
plus 10.
Yep, here we go. 51. Nope, that's a miss.
Okay.
Alack. Alack,
And
alack,
alas.
indeed. All right, and we will clone our minute marker and set it over here next to Sternberg so we know that happened. All right, time for me to roll and see what we get. A 51. That's one for the
bad guys.
Austrians. Yeah. So for the Austrians, let's go ahead and activate out here this cavalry on the west end of the map. This guy belongs to K. So we're going to activate these guys. So let's try to get these guys undisordered.
All right.
93. They are
Seems
very
like.
successful in being undisordered. And what shall we do? Well, let's just go ahead and
Punt.
we will have the group kind of shift sideways a little bit. So these guys can turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these guys can then all turn. This guy can just move there. And then everybody else can just kind of plunk up like that. Okay, and that takes care of K. All right, it's over
All
to David.
right.
Okay. Boom.
46. All right, well, that's another one for me. So let's go ahead.
Actually, 46 is a tie. You're gonna have to roll
Oh,
again.
okay.
I'm sorry.
No,
No,
it's
it's not. 64 would be a tie.
Yeah.
My bad. Carry on.
All right, so let's go ahead and activate this guy who hasn't moved in a while, Woolrith, and we'll just shift them over a little bit this way. All right. Just kind of tidying things up there. All right, and okay, that's it for that. Time to roll the dice, Michael.
All right, I can do it. I have the power. I have the technology. Another 99. What a deal.
There you go.
It's not going to help us any, but
Glad
there you
weren't
go.
shooting. Just glad you weren't shooting.
Frag 'em.
Okay. So where are we at? We've got still 1, 2 to go potentially. All right, I should be done before that. So I'm going to go ahead and try to rescue. I'm going to activate the cavalry commander Dawn over here, and he's got this poor schlub here and this guy here that are within command range, and everybody else is running to the rear.
Okay. I like the sound of it so far.
So I will see if I can undisorder him. 82. I managed to do it. Hooray. All right, so now I got to figure out what the heck to do this poor guy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oof, and have his rear showing.
Perfect.
Well, if you want to go charging through my guns to try to get to him, you're welcome to, I guess.
Not really. Not really.
So he's going to turn 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this guy here is shaken, can still move normally, right? They're just
That's right.
they're just not happy about being at the battle. So they're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, gets them over there. And then the leader is going to move here so he can then keep those two guys in command. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, cool. Bit by bit, trying to salvage what's left of my forces. Okay. Back over to.
I think it's
is it
you,
me?
actually.
Okay, here we go. Hey, Command Confusion.
All right.
I've got it
Well,
memorized.
that's a bad sign, but okay, I believe you.
All right, so I've got, as far as commands go, I've got Maroc, who hasn't done anything yet.
Yeah.
He's probably your best one to do. I've got this cavalry
Yeah.
commander here, and I've got O'Donnell back here.
He's clearly trying to put Maroc off to the end, so we should just do that and just let him get it over with. Does that make sense, David?
I missed that. I was looking at something on the chart. What did you say?
Well, so he's got, his cavalry commander over here. He's been trying to put off. So if he rolls terribly, if he rolls the 99 that I just rolled, then he'd be done and he wouldn't get to activate.
Yeah.
Obviously, most of the time he's going to get to activate, but eventually he was going to activate him anyway. So
right.
Yeah. No. I agree with that.
all
Okay.
right.
All right. Well, let's roll. He's good and he's
That's
good.
half.
He's doubly good.
That's it. Full activation.
All right, full activation. So let's start with people that are disordered, and that's going to be this guy here for starters.
Okay.
58.
I think he's pretty good. If memory
So being
serves,
half
so-
dead, does that affect it? That's only
Nope,
affects.
doesn't affect it at
Okay.
all. Only
Okay.
zones of control.
All right, whoops. Let's go ahead and remove that. That guy's shaken,
This
but
is
that's a different
disorder.
story. Those guys are
No,
routed,
that's
so they don't
Haddock.
matter.
That may be it.
Yeah, everybody else is routed from the looks of it. Oh, wait. There is somebody back here who's disordered, but
Who?
no, he's part of Haddock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I rolled for him when Haddock had his activation. Can I go ahead and
What?
roll?
Where is he?
He's way
I'm
back
sorry.
here. I think he's just wanting to-
Holy smokes! No, I'm sure you didn't roll.
Yeah,
for him. Yeah,
Here we go.
ahead.
Nope, he's still going to be
No,
disordered.
never mind.
Yeah, they're not all that eager to get back to the battle after what happened to
I was
them
going to
last
say,
time.
at this point, what are we?
Yeah.
I heard my
Well,
mom
yeah.
calling. What was I supposed to do?
Exactly. All right. So now I got to figure out what to do.
Run like hell?
Yeah, it's too late for that.
Oh, what a shame.
Yep. I will put that guy there. I'll turn him. And I think everybody else is in some sort of dreadful shape. Yeah. Okay. Well, we will leave things there. I don't know that I can do anything else more exciting with my
Okay.
shaken, disordered, and blown away people.
I love it.
Yeah. Well,
All right.
So, but if I were to, I can move back, can't I? This guy can't opportunity charge because he's disordered, right?
He cannot opportunity charge.
And he's in your zone of control of the other one and everything.
Right. So can I can still back up, couldn't I? Do a line
Like
backup?
this guy line backup.
Yeah.
Well, this guy's not your problem. That
That
guy's
guy
your problem.
is. Okay.
Because you're 2 hexes away, and if you remember, we talked about this in the Prague battle.
Right.
Matthew's take was these guys trying to do a line backup is enough to prompt
To
them to
trigger
be able to
something.
attack,
Right.
and that would probably not be your idea of a good time. But
Okay.
that's on you, obviously,
Yeah.
to do what you want to do with that.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I'll just leave everybody where they're at and
Okay.
and just continue to have an exciting day.
Fine. Hard to beat. Well, then roll a more interesting special event then.
Here we go. 57.
That's not a more interesting special event.
It's not.
That
There
does
we
move
go.
the turn.
It did. It did. Been moved.
There you go. There you go.
Mhm.
All right. I've still got
And
some of
that-
these poor sods out here.
We're still not to the end of the track, though. Killing me.
Let's see who's hasn't moved. I think I've got O'Donnell is with routed guys. All of these guys are O'Donnell's routed people from the looks of it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's, and I can't move anybody who's, oh no, that's Puebla's guy. Okay. All right. Those guys are routed. Oh, they're part of that group there. Okay. All right.
Hmm.
And
I
this
see what
guy
happened.
is out of command, so he can only move half.
That's right. If he's out of command, that's right.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and he can't charge or do anything like that. One. So I guess he can just turn and hope that somebody can put him back in command at some point in the future.
What's a guy to do?
Yeah, I know. Oh, wait, and this guy is also part of O'Donnell. He was the guy who was successful. Let's roll for him and see if we can undisorder him. Hey, there's my 99.
Wow, we are hot tonight.
Yeah. Okay. And let's delete that. Hey, while we're at it, we're going to fire those 12-pounders. I mean, we're just rolling 99s. Let's see if we can get lucky.
I think they've already fired twice, haven't they?
Nope, they only fired once.
Oh, they've only fired once.
Yeah, they fired
oh,
in the
gosh.
special thing, but they didn't fire
Yeah,
the second
yeah,
time.
you're right.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So at a range of 8, who's a good target? I guess we could fire at that guy there.
I thought that's who you were firing at last time.
I did. I took 3 hits on him, so
Yeah, I know.
happy to do that again. So that's going to be.
But you've already blown your 99.
That's okay. I'll get close. I'll get a 98 instead. So at a range of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's times 4, so that's going to be 4 times 4 is 16. 1.5 to 1, and you've got 10 increments there. So plus 10. All right, here we go. Oh, a 17. Well, I don't think that's good enough to
And it was one of those numbers.
scratch the paint. So, all right. Well, we were all excited that maybe we could do something brilliant. Okay. Cool. While I'm at it, I'll also activate these guys here. Now, if they move, does it trigger
Yes.
opportunity fire from your cannons? Or does it have to be within a range of 2?
No, it needs to be within their minimum range, I think, which means that the first move they're going to get shot at because the minimum range is 3 for those guys. I'm nearly certain that that's true. Happy to double check here under
Right.
op fire.
Sounds correct to me also.
Okay.
Yeah. Within an artillery minimum fire range. So because their minimum fire range is 3, then that means that, that first time they move, they're going to get shot at. But, I mean, come on. They're skirmishers. What are they worried about?
I'll just move this guy instead so he can go 1, 2, 3 and park himself right there. It's actually less than that because he moves at 1/2. So
Well, that's not so.
why is it not so? So
Well,
if
how
I'm
did he
here,
get there? Yes.
so right, he can move out through his. So I can just. So there's, I guess,
That's
one,
one.
2, 3,
No, that's 1.5,
Okay.
2,
2, and bingo.
3. All right. So
Yeah.
then he gets shot at twice in that hex from here. Once because he turned, once because he moved out.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's the effect. Honestly, even if you tried slipping through this hex and over there, it would have been the same thing. So, I mean,
Yeah, and
anyway,
if I'd gone
that's
here first, that would have been half, and then
half, then one and a
1,
half, then
that's
2,
2,
then 3, then
3.
3.5. So actually, you could have gotten
Yeah, I
there.
could
You'd
just
only
go
be
this
shot
way
at
instead.
once.
Yeah, take one shot
Yeah,
at me. See
all
if you
right,
have
you
any
should have shot
excitement.
at once. What is it? 6-pounders, 3 hex. What we do? Said it was 1.5
Your 6
minus 10.
pounders at 3 hexes are 8, so it's going to be 8 to 10. It's
Oh, it's
1
1 to
to
1.5.
1.5
Sorry.
with a
No,
minus
but
10.
minus 10.
Yeah.
That's no bueno por caca.
Oh,
On the
that's a
other
good roll
hand-
though. So that's
on
going to
the
be an
other hand,
83.
1 to 1.5. 83.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that should be enough for a hit.
That
All right.
is a palpable hit. Okay. That's the roll I was looking for. Come on.
Alas
Come on.
and
You're
alack.
getting all my rolls. I should
Right.
have saved it. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I'll mark him as finished. Okay. And I think that takes care of. I don't think I've got anybody else left. I moved O'Donnell. I got to flip O'Donnell's guys. Right. And yeah, because O'Donnell's guys that are out of command can only move half. So he can't really move anywhere, could he? Poor bastard. Well, actually, this guy could have moved 1, 2, 3. But then he's going to get hit in the flank. It's a big, ugly mess. A big, ugly mess everywhere. Okay. Have I moved all my guns? I've moved
You
my
make it
guns.
sound like a big ugly mess is a problem.
I've moved those guys, those guys, those guys. I think I've moved everybody at this stage. Yeah. Okay. So
Well,
now I guess we just go straight to recoveries.
I think so. So just for laughs, the Prussians do their recovery first. So let's see, what are we up against here? David, you got a few shaking over here we ought to deal with.
So let's guess we'll start with this guy right
Yep.
right there.
So he's half dead.
25.
All right, so
He should be fine.
4.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Your guys.
Yeah,
are
I
all
didn't see
good.
the roll. Yeah.
All right, so he's just disordered then, right?
Just disordered. That's right. Yep.
And this guy here.
This one's just plus 10.
Oh, and
No problem. You got the one guy way up towards the Kaiserstrasse who's also plus 10.
okay. So
Easy peasy. Anybody else? The rest of them are just disordered.
And he's got a routed guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
This
if you
guy
want
over
to
here.
deal with the routed guy, you could do that. Plus 25. I don't know. Is he that good?
might be.
He probably is.
Oh, yeah,
21,
he is.
Yeah, yeah.
Shaken and disordered. Any formation or facing you like? 1 hex? Okay.
Actually, let's do it this way. Whoops. Yeah. All right. I think that's it for my guys, isn't it?
Okay, I think you've only got one guy that's shaken that I can see over here, Michael.
I can only find the one, yeah.
And then
No,
you've got a
that's not-
routed guy here and
No,
a shaken
there's
guy
two,
there.
two shaken guys here.
Oh,
There's this guy here, and then there's this guy here
oh, the guy that's
in the
over in the
village.
village.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we'll start right there, and we'll do this. pretty
happy.
clear he's back out of it. And then we'll do these fellas in the village. Not so much. And then we got one routed guy, and I'm just absolutely... Okay, that's going to be plus 25 on him. Kind of a lot.
Oh,
But
that's a good roll.
no big concern. Okay, then we'll just decrease them. I'm not thrilled about that, but whatever. Okay. All right. Good enough. And I think that may be it for us. So then it would be over to you.
Over to me. I've got
For
more
slightly
shaken
more.
than I can shake a stick at.
Oh,
So
are you stirred by him?
I am stirred but not shaken.
Okay.
So, all right. Let's go ahead and we'll roll for this little skirmisher here. What's left of him? Nope, he's going to stay shaken. And
Wow,
actually, he
yeah.
loses. No, it's only routed guys that lose.
No, only routed units. That's right.
Okay. All right. This guy over here, we'll roll for him, and he'll have a minus something for being a Zoc, right? So 27.
Oh, yeah,
That's
plus-
not good
plus-
enough anyway.
No.
Yeah, I'll just roll and figure it out later. This guy over here,
Sure.
61. He's probably in good shape because he's only
I
got.
don't think so.
He's not half dead yet. So,
Nope.
and he was one of my better guys too, as I recall. Yep, he's good. All right. When you need it, and my dog is putting her head on my lap. I think she's asking
Aw.
for where's my dinner. Where's my
Yeah.
dinner? All right, we got
That's
one of O'Donnell's guys over here. He's half dead. Let's just roll for him and see what we get. A 74. That's going to be good enough. All right. Where else? What else do we want to do? Do I have more shaken people? Yep, I do. Here in the backfield, I got somebody shaken to disordered. Some other heavies. So let's roll for them. Nope, that's a pretty sucky roll. All right, we got this one guy here that we tried to recover before, this little hussar. Nope, he's still shaken as well. That's 2 0-5s in a row. That's more free combat for you guys.
Oh, well, if only we'd made any use of the ones we'd gotten.
Yeah. Okay, I think that's it for all of my shaken people. So now it's just the routed people.
All right.
Yep. So let's start in the backfield and work our way forward. So
All
down
right.
here by Gross
The incomprehensible Losham?
Losham. Let's roll the
Losham?
dice and see what we get. A 95.
Oh,
They are very.
they don't want to run
happy.
off the end of the world.
Oh, die.
Yeah, I know. I was really looking forward
Would they
to that.
run off the end of the world?
Absolutely, they do. That is
they
how that
do?
works.
Oh, okay.
You run to the end of the world, and then for every hex off the edge of the world that you can't run into, you lose an increment until you're gone.
Oh my goodness! I had no idea that's how it worked.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's pretty harsh.
So you'd want to then retreat them diagonally as opposed to.
Well, but that's why the rules tell you have to be retreating
Right.
towards the friendly map edge, which
Right.
means you really don't have any choice. You're going to be
Well, actually, I came from the west, so the western map edge is friendly.
no.
It's not.
Reread the rules,
Oh,
pal.
damn it! That's what happens. I
Sorry.
don't read the rules, so.
Oh no,
Yeah,
that's a
I just
problem.
make them
Yeah,
up
you
as
really
I go.
should.
All right,
Okay.
let's go ahead and roll for this guy over here, this little stack.
Alrighty.
So there's not much left of him, and I think he's probably, well, let's find out what he is. So
He's
gonna
probably
have
not a
minus-
25 though.
Nope, he's a 27.
Ooh, just missed. So
Yeah.
he runs for 6 more.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, this chap over here. Let's
Another
see.
25.
99.
Oh, boy, the 99s are hot tonight. Shame those aren't lottery numbers.
All right, shaken and disordered. All right. Let's roll for this stack of poor beaten up stuff here.
All right.
74.
We need to roll for them individually.
Oh, okay. Well, the top one's a 74, and the bottom
74.
one is going to bug out or disappear, actually.
The bottom one is going to disappear. That's
Yep.
right. Okay, so the top one, 74, almost certainly is going to survive because he's probably only at plus 20 because the trees are going to be a -5 for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's easily back to shaken and disordered. Facing any formation, single hex.
All right. So let's get rid of that, and let's... All right, so we will have him face that way, I guess, and plunk that on top.
Okay.
And then this guy, let's drop him in the bucket of dead people.
The bucket of grave.
Where is there's our grave. There's not enough Prussians over in the grave.
Oh, well, just don't you worry.
Yeah, we got to work on that. Okay, let's see. I've got this guy here. Let's find out what he's not half dead. So let's roll for him and see what we get.
Looks like he needs a
93. All right.
All
he's
good.
Happy. We've got this guy here. A 19. That is not any
I
good.
think
and
he
he's
just
gonna disappear.
vaporized. Yeah.
Yep.
They've done their job.
They did do their job. I love my Grenzers.
And we love
my
watching them
Grenzers.
disappear.
Yeah, well, that was their job.
Yeah.
Their job was to
Don't
stand
marry
there.
a Grenzer. That's the message to those of you at home.
All right, let's shift over a little bit further west. And here in the back, I've got a guy that's routed.
Yeah,
he's
you're right.
half dead,
You're right.
so let's roll for him. A 43. I don't think that's going to be good enough. So
Probably
he's
not.
gonna. Well, actually, I had some guys that were really good.
That good?
Nope, he is not,
Not
that
that
good.
good.
No,
No.
he wasn't one of the
Alright.
good guys. Okay, so that's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4,
6.
5, 6. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, I got him in the right spot. Okay, and then we got all these guys here in the back.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
quite a cluster, if you'll pardon my
Indeed.
using such
So
expressions.
let's go ahead and we'll roll for this guy first.
Yeah, the guys under O'Donnell actually are routed too.
Oh, are they? Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll roll for them.
The good news is you get a
96.
-10. All right,
Yeah.
there you go.
So they are only shaken. All right, these guys here, let's roll for them. 55. Let's see what they are
Probably.
worth.
If they're 30s like those other guys, they'd be all right.
34.
Ooh, 34. Yep. Yeah, that's good enough.
Okay, I'll take it. All right, and let's flip him back. All right, this guy here.
25 for him,
50.
though. Yeah, that's good enough, though,
Yep.
also.
All right, good. Okay, let's roll for these guys here. 12, not so good.
Awkward because they lose an increment
Yep.
and they got to run, and they got to run through one of those 2 hexes.
All right, we're gonna have them run through the. I mean, if they run through anybody, those people have to make a round check, right?
They sure do, yeah.
So
I mean, I do the artillery. I mean, the artillery have pretty good effectiveness ratings as a rule.
and then they would be, if they failed, they would be what, shaken and disordered?
Shaken and disordered. Yeah,
so
that's
1,
right.
2, 3, 4. Okay,
Yeah.
here we go. Let's roll for them.
All right.
Two 12s in a row.
Okay, there we go.
Somebody has been messing around. I'm going to blame Perry for messing up with
Oh, that's
our.
true.
Yeah,
Perry is
he's in
present
there.
in the vassal
He
module.
is.
Yeah,
He is
yeah,
spoiling. And
probably.
actually, he's not. If anyone's been watching
What?
this, they know that this is exactly how the Austrians, when it comes time to roll,
No,
they always fail.
no. Don't let him tell you a story.
All right,
All
here,
right.
let's roll for those guys.
I'm here. It's okay.
All
I'm the
right.
guys
right,
kind
so-
of lingering behind the last hillock.
Yeah. All right. And then these guys
Now,
here. All right. Let's roll for them and see what we get. Oh, they're going to
Oi,
lose an
oi.
increment and run away as well.
Sir.
All right.
Well, you did.
One,
You
two,
actually
three,
rolled pretty
four,
well,
five,
though. I mean, for all that,
3, 4, 5.
you had so many
six.
to roll that clearly some of them weren't going to work. But,
Yeah.
honestly, not that bad, really.
did,
Yeah.
did that one lose an increment?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
It only had one hit on it.
Yeah, he was just one. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's because he failed his morale check last time.
That's right.
Or
Well
actually,
done.
no, he didn't. They did that. That was the guy you countercharged or
They
whatever.
got hit with cavalry,
Yeah, they
didn't
got
they?
one
Yeah.
cavalry hit. So.
Yeah. Good times.
Well, once again, the Austrians are proving the old saying: if you didn't have bad
Which
luck,
is?
you wouldn't have any luck at all.
There you go. That's the spirit.
So,
All right. So I think that's it, and we can hit the end turn button.
I believe so.
All right. I'm going to click on it right now. I have just clicked on it. We need to. Oh, did that clear off the minutes too?
No, I took them off.
Oh, you. I was
Yeah.
like, whoa! I had no idea. All right. Well, very good. So that is the. Let's see. We now go to the top of the 440 turn, comme ça, and here I am changing that 60-40.
And then you advance the clock. Okay.
Yeah, we're at 440. It's the top of the hour, or at the top of the turn, and there we go. We are perilously close to 2 hours. Your dog is whining in the background. Are we
Yeah,
okay to
yeah.
go, or do we want to call it a night?
I think we're going to have to pull the plug on it tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
so I
fine.
can get the dog fed. I haven't had my dinner
Well-
yet either. That's the only
Well,
downside of starting at
You know what?
6.
The dog's starting to get a look at you and thinking,
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
have my leg being gnawed off.
No,
It's
you
a
really
95-pound
don't. You really
German
don't.
Shepherd, so you gotta
Yeah,
gotta be
probably
knife.
not.
Yeah,
You,
otherwise.
you don't want them having any ideas about
Exactly.
what's okay in this world.
Well, good. Well, we did
Okay.
have an eventful. I mean, the 420 turn had some stuff. We had the first cavalry charge against infantry of sorts, and so
That's
was kind of
true. That's
interesting, and-
true. And for all that we've kind of done a little bit of harm, we haven't done remotely enough. But whatever, it's all good. Eric, I saw your changing subject slightly. I
Yes.
saw your comment on the iLoud Sound of Drums Facebook page
Yes.
that I was able to make the link work.
Oh,
but
you were?
It does require a little creativity. If you look at it carefully, there's an http:// at the beginning.
Right.
Take all of that off.
okay.
Then there's an https and a // but no colon. You need to have an https:// then bit.ly, then all the rest, and then it's all there.
Okay.
Just
Did
since
you
I
type
downloaded it.
something to that effect in the Facebook thing, or?
I haven't, but actually, it's a very good point. I should.
Yeah, you should do that to be helpful, because I
Yep.
copied it and I'm like, well, it's kind of weird that it's got the HTTP thing twice, but I'm like,
Yeah.
they're
yeah,
European. Who knows? Maybe things are different. Things
Yeah,
are different
they
in Europe.
format these
Yeah.
things differently over there.
Exactly. You never know.
Yeah, that's funny.
So
I don't know. My laptop is freaking out, so maybe I will do it in a moment. But anyway, well, thank you all. It was lovely as always, and we'll start fresh at the top of the 440 turn.
indeed, something to look forward to. All right, everybody, and I will sign off here from our live stream, and Perry, thanks for joining us, and Iggy Criddle, thanks for joining us in the
Absolutely.